and welcome here to the home of Jan, the smiling sun champion, Ferrari's biggest fan, and of course the happy birthday boy. That's right, obviously the sunny boy who always puts it on pole position, doesn't he? So guess what happens? We are at the track that's closest to our home, or at least where we were born, which is obviously the Austrians nowadays called the Red Bull Ring, obviously the very legendary A1 ring, the shortened version of. And we are here obviously right up when we are celebrating our happy birthday, also happy wedding anniversary right after the happy namesake. So can we put it on pole position so that we can really celebrate, especially as this in our Formula 1 2023 season, it is, as you guys know, the sprint weekend, so you know that pole takes on enormous importance, right? So can we put it on pole position? What do you think? Of course we can, and we will put it there, even though not so much in style like we did, for example, in Monaco and Barcelona. Obviously in Miami that was just a great strategy, but I would say this was probably the least impressive out of the 4 pole positions that I've gotten. So yes, I made it so far. You know, obviously I've topped practice 1, even though, you know, I put in obviously the older components and also the older power unit parts, which is pretty impressive. And then we, of course, you know, went into qualifying. Q1, we topped it with the new power unit, new components. Obviously, you know, we did pretty well in the Q2 as well, but I wasn't happy with obviously the overall best time. Why is that? Well, you know, I know that it was a 1:04.4 that the real Ferraris did, right? And in Barcelona, for example, I was able to match that. So over here, what happened is that when we've gotten to the Q3, we usually struggle to actually, you know, warm up the tires for the lap, which was very strange, because normally you basically go right, you know, the tires maybe at the beginning they won't be at the optimal temperature, but they, you know, throughout the lap, you know, they will just get better and better. But here, you know, basically the second run is usually faster than the first one, so you know, a lot of things to adjust to. That's probably because, you know, you only take you know, roughly between 65 to 70 seconds to go around the whole lap. So that was exactly, you know, the biggest challenge, which also meant, you know, that we couldn't just, for example, you know, do the lap, you know, on the soft tires, then go, you know, switch to the new boots, so to speak, put it on. Also, we just had to use the soft tires. You know, this is specific only for the 6 sprint weekends that we have in the 2023 season. So, you know, we all have to only use the sprint, the soft tires, obviously, in the qualifying for both the sprint and obviously then for the Grand Prix. So I had 4 sets, and you know, I did manage to, you know, come up with the 2, you know, the 2 new sets, which is fantastic, right? So you know, I was you know, I didn't have to, I was the only driver, I believe, you know, that managed to qualify without having to use, for example, 3 soft sets. So I definitely had an advantage. Well, now let's take a look at how I put it you know, into play, because my fastest time was actually set not deploying the hot lap battery mode for the whole qualifying lap, which is even more impressive, isn't it? That's how you celebrate the happy birthday, and in the end that put us onto the very comfortable pole position. But it's less than a second, but still that was fantastic. So are you guys ready to see how I did it? I will show you the second run, so you will see the 2 fastest laps set by me, but obviously the full one will only be the fastest time, which is in Q3, and which is that second run, after which we then went to the garage, and obviously, you know, we could have enjoyed our happy birthday cake, because we pretty much knew that we had the outright advantage. So now in our beautiful design in the Ferrari red iMac over here, let me now turn it in and show you just how well we did. So over here, let's take a look at it. Okay, so I think you will be able to see it very nicely. I'll now take it over here from the stand. Okay, and we can now take a look over here and the qualifying lap for the Austrian Grand Prix, which is obviously the A1 ring, as I like to call it, even though it should be maybe called the Jan the Smiling Sun Champion ring, because I'm just so good at this track. You know, obviously I didn't do it in 2010 season, but in 2016-17, you know, I had fantastic fights. And over here, this is how I put it on my 4th pole position of the Formula 1 season. So you can see I'm just finishing the lap over here. Okay, you can see that, you know, at the moment, you know, the guy's doing competitive lap times, but clearly it can be better. So over here, are you guys ready? So let's go on a qualifying lap with Jan, the Smiling Sun Champion, around the Austrians. Red Bull ring, and let's break the Red Bull's heart. Wow, go fastest lap! Yeah, look, Shad, that's in a Ferrari. In the Red Bull's home ground, but it's really my home ground. That's where we live. So check this out, okay? We did very well, but obviously you can see we don't have enough of a battery charge. So with 1.6.8, that's a bit disappointing because I knew that I could do 1.5.6, I believe. So can I make the whole 1 second? Well, I'm 2/10 up over here. Really good braking. Wow, look at the other Smilex champion. Go, yeah, go. But you can see, you know, there's a lot of, if you look at the tires, you know, they're just getting so dirty for whatever reason. So yeah, I was losing it. I couldn't fully deploy the battery, but still, look at that purple sector. Sector 2. I had just 1 lap of fuel remaining, so obviously I had to go for it. I didn't have time to go change to the new tires. And here I go. This is the final 2 corners. Really want it for me. And that's another fastest lap. So improved by 1/10. And as a result, of course, that put us over here on pole position. Oh yeah, by half a second from our very famous and very decorated teammate Charles Leclerc. Obviously not the champion yet as we speak, but yeah, he did a great job. But yeah, for me, it was good enough. I felt, you know, we could definitely, you know, go into 1 minute and 5 seconds, but you could see, you know, there was just, the track was very slippery. Obviously it was happening, disqualifying. Look at this handsome, you know, pole sitter, Jan Luxa, the happy birthday, you know, golden boy, as they like to call me over here in the game. And obviously, you know, looking really good in that Ferrari outfit and looking very good at the top of the timesheets over here. So that bodes for a really interesting race. So we will start off with a sprint. So I think we can definitely go for our first ever sprint victory with this performance. That was a fantastic performance. Over here, I'm so happy that we managed to plant it on the pole position. But, you know, once again, you know, I believe that, you know, we left at least a second there, you know, again, because it's on Friday. So you could see the track was quite slippery. Usually on Sunday, there is a plenty of grip. But very clearly that wasn't quite the case over here, as I did struggle, obviously had to control the car, you know, quite a lot through many of the turns, and as a result, you know, the lap time isn't brilliant, but it's good enough to plant that beautiful Scarlet Ferrari on pole position at Red Bull's, you know, very own track named after them. So, you know, that's, you know, really great. So as a result, we are so happy about this qualifying performance, because I thought, you know, especially we managed to, you know, top the Q1, Q2, Q3. So, you know, at the moment we are for the on for the perfect sweep of the weekend. Okay, just like we almost did in Barcelona. If we wouldn't be disqualified from the P2 over there. So, you know, can we go one better over here? Well, we can win the sprint. You know, practice 2. I think we should top it, and with the race, you know, I'm feeling quietly optimistic because the weather will be great. So, yeah, obviously, if it's gonna be all sunny, or, you know, it's not gonna be raining, that will definitely play into our advantage. So you can see, you know, this is how you celebrate your happy birthday, also the happy wedding anniversary, happy names day, you know, by showing the opposition your bag, your handsome red Ferrari bag, and show them who's the champion. So let's go and kickstart our big challenge, obviously, for the title. You know, so far we've won 1 race, and what a great occasion would be, you know, on our happy birthday weekend to win not only the 2nd race, but also our first sprint, which is coming up next. Guys, we hope you enjoyed the qualifying for the 10th round of the 2023 FIA Formula 1 World Championship. I'm on pole position, my 4th pole position overall. Charles Leclerc is next to me. Let's completely destroy Red Bulls at Red Bull Ring in Austria. Let's race! Go!